¡En marcha!
some differences here.
I'm the luckiest man alive. I mean, full and soul is on me. It's on the front or on the back.
Would his signature be inconsistent since he wasn't practiced?
Possibly, and that's one of the reasons why all authenticators don't agree on every Joe Jackson signature. But the key with this one is that it's just too neat in its attempt to look messy. I'm not convinced that it's real. But it is so rare and so controversial because there are some signatures that all authenticators don't agree on. If you can get the consensus of the community, then you would still be good to go.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right.
Sorry, Rick. In my opinion, the signature is not real. I felt terrible telling Rick that he had made possibly a $13,000 mistake. That's not news you want to give to anyone.
What's the verdict, Rick?
Says it could be worth up to $100,000.
Good,
Oh,
give
really?
me.
That's awesome.
But
Uh-oh, I don't like a pot.
she's not fully convinced it's real.
Oh my God.
Wait, she's not fully convinced, or it's not real?
In her opinion, she doesn't think so.
So it's not real.
Well, no, I'm going to send it off to some more people. I'm going to try and get a consensus on this
I
thing.
realize that could be like one of the biggest hits we've ever had. I don't know how many times my dad has lectured us about getting stuff checked out before we buy it. His ego finally got the best of him, and it cost him $13,000.
If you're not sure about an item, just ask me, Rick. Come to me. I could call someone for you or something.
We'll send it off to some other people. We'll get a consensus what people think. All right?
All right.
No risk, no reward.
I think I started taking more risk around here.
No, you will not take risk. All right, guys, we have history in the making right here.
What in the hell you got, son?
My Shoeless Joe Jackson book. Earlier, Rebecca, my book expert, said that the signature on this Joe Jackson book that I bought for $13,000 may not be real. So I sent it off to an authenticator who specializes in sports, and I just got the results back.
You see, several factors became apparent during our thorough examination that prevented us from certifying the autographs, which means it's fake. It was drawn slowly, excessive pen pressure. The entire small case E in Joe's first name has been erased and signed over the original.
Great job, son.
Pretty much it's a bunch of stuff saying it's fake. Just shut up.
Open up, you stupid bag. Why don't you open? I was stocking the break room for the old man, and I found a whole bag of my favorite cereal. Every cloud has its chocolate lining. This sucks. Now I gotta clean up the whole break room. There's a first time for everything, I guess. I was doing my job, cleaning the break room, and I accidentally broke the coffee machine. But the old man's not going to see it that way. So I went out and bought a new one so he won't flip out.
About time you did something for God's country. Where's the old coffee maker at, Sammy?
It's in the trash can.
Why did you throw away the old coffee maker? It worked.
Not after I broke it.
Alright. Never mess with my coffee. I'm like a mama bear looking after her cubs. Just a
We are looking for 100 people who are interested in making $2,500 simply by getting solar panels installed on their roof. And we'll cover the cost of installation. Plus, you get paid to host a solar panel system that will generate free electricity for your home. You know, those solar panels that sit on people's roofs? Most people in the US don't even know that solar is available at no cost out of pocket. Pretty crazy, right? But it's true. All you have to do is sign up and we'll send a crew to install the panels for you. And once they're installed, you start getting paid every month just for using the sun's energy. Not only that, but you'll also increase the value of your home. It's an incredible opportunity and there's no reason to wait. Click now to learn more and sign up for your free installation.
on. I'll take anything but leaf cutter. Fine, leaf cutter it is. Let's get you some food. Good, now you're a soldier. Looks better. Let's go to Jesus. Look at you. You're a mere Messia. Cool. Time to enlarge our territory. Target detected. We won. Let's move it back to the nest. Bravo! We're gonna build our own empire.
Yeah. This stuff tastes like dog. I'm like, what the hell is it?
It's coffee from the store.
Look, I'm a coffee connoisseur. I like my coffee. Go find some of the best you can find.
Okay. I'm a little nervous. The old man without his coffee is a scary thought. He might turn into a flesh-eating zombie and try to eat me. Hey, old man, check this out. Here you go. I brought you a cup too, Big Hoss. This is some real good coffee right there.
Sorry, buddy, I don't drink coffee.
I'm telling you, you will want to drink this, Corey. The old man told me to get him the best coffee on the market, and this stuff is supposed to be amazing.
Tumbling, that is good coffee. Probably some of the best I ever tasted.
Sweet.
That is really good coffee.
What kind of brew is it, Chum?
Civic Coffee. Have you ever heard of it?
That's civet coffee.
What the hell's wrong, Rick?
Civets are these little animals that look like a monkey, and they eat coffee beans, and they poop them out. That's what they brew the coffee with. It's monkey coffee.
I don't care what y'all say. It's good coffee. I'm gonna drink it.
You're actually going to drink that?
Yeah. Somebody did something right for once. Monkey poop or not, it's a damn fine cup of joe.
Here, you can have mine.
You're a loss of my game, Corey.
As far as I'm concerned, dog, it tastes like ice cream. I'm still not eating it. What do you got?
I got something that a car guy just can't do without. It's a sun tune-up tester.
It doesn't fit through the front door.
Well, it would be quite a challenge to get it through that front door.
Now, why don't you bring it to the back? I got a storage place back there.
Okay, great.
Come on, Dad. I'm not sure what this guy has, but I am a car guy, so we might as well look at it. Haven't these things been replaced by a laptop?
No, I think they've been replaced by a smartphone.
I came to the pawn shop today to try and sell my sun tune-up tester. I need to sell it because I just don't have the room for it. I'd like to get $600 for it, but I might consider a little less.
Where'd you get this thing?
Back in the day, I was a tune-up mechanic and used one of these, and about 10 years ago, I tried to find one, and I found a community college that had 10 of them in a lot.
So you wanted one of these pretty bad. Why?
Every once in a while you run into a problem, you just can't figure it out. So you can either replace all the whole ignition system, or you can take a scope like this and put it on there and you can fix exactly what the problem is.
I mean, back in the day, this was a really big deal. You really needed one of these to work on a car. Machines like this were a great innovation. It saved mechanics a lot of time trying to figure out what was wrong with the car. Pretty futuristic stuff for the time.
So how's this thing work?
It's pretty simple. This measures volts and ohms. Okay, this measures how much vacuum you're getting off it, and tachometer. And is that an actual oscilloscope?
It basically is an oscilloscope, yes.
It's a lot different nowadays. I mean, literally, you can just plug into the car and it'll tell you the coil pack is bad on cylinder number 7. But back in the day, you needed all this stuff. There wasn't as easy to test a motor. This thing is pretty outdated in terms of technology. But on old cars, some mechanics can actually use this.
Should we just hook it up to the car to see what it does?
Do you mind?
No, I'd be glad to. So this arm swings out.
I feel like we're about to go into surgery or something here.
Oh, nice engine. All right, this goes on the number 1 plug wire on the Volkswagen that's up here. This goes on the wire to the coil right here. This goes to ground, and this goes to the coil. All right, I get somebody to start the engine up. All right, you're seeing where the points are opening and closing, and this is the coil that's firing. And we can see the spark plugs, and they're all pretty even. That's pretty good. Now, if we want to see, if we suspect one cylinder's bad, we can turn one cylinder off.
When you're pressing these buttons, are you actually killing cylinders in the car?
Correct.
And you can turn the car off from this?
Sure.
I'm
impressed? It's definitely cool that this thing still works, but it's still a tough sell. I gotta find a guy who still uses equipment like this. So how much do you want for it?
I'm thinking 600 is the bargain of the century for you.
I'll give you 200 bucks for it. It's so outdated. There's so few people in the world.
Why would you even pay 200 for it?
Because there's those old guys out there like Danny who refuse to learn the new stuff that might still be interested in it.
You have it in your shop, and people come by and think you're the coolest mechanic in the...
I've never felt so close to the possibility of disclosure. The Nephilim, the giants, you can't make up that kind of stuff.
They've overcome stage 4 cancer.
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal.
I'm George Norrie, and we here at Gaia are committed to revealing the truth. Homeland Security has a video, and it's really strange. Incredible stories of anomalies, ghosts, and hauntings. So much seems to be locked into codes, secret programs. Something else is going on here, don't you think? This program is set up for you to hear the mysteries of this planet, the mysteries of this universe, but also events that are happening right now that affect all of us. Believe me, we're just getting started. I'm going to get the answers. Ingo Swan saw structures. What do you think of that? Is it possible to develop skills like telepathy? You changed a lot of people who were skeptical about life after death. They are actually seeing artifacts from prior civilizations. Interdimensional beings. Are they ghosts? Are they extraterrestrial? What exactly are they? Extraterrestrial presence. Makes a lot of sense. How do these structures get built? It defies our imagination. This could be one of the world's biggest breakthroughs in the study of the supernatural.
Come by and think you're the coolest mechanic in the whole world. How about 400?
I mean, I just don't know if it'll sell, and it takes up so much space.
How about 300? I mean, I gave you a free diagnosis on your engine and...
275.
Well, as long as you promise not to tease me when I cry when I have to leave this here.
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
Insane. What do I even call this thing?
It's a Sun tune-up tester. It's right there on the front of it.
All right, man, follow me. We made a deal on 275, and since I'm in the middle of moving, it's going to come in more than handy.
It was the stupidest thing you ever bought.
It is not stupid, okay?
The entire thing's been replaced by a laptop. If I brought my car somewhere and they were using one of those, I would leave.
What the hell are you two talking about?
Okay, I bought like a 1970s, 1980s old school car analyzer.
Might as well go throw it in the trash.
To be a small business owner, you gotta have imagination. And these guys have none. They give me crap every time I buy something just a little outside the box. But at the end of the day, I always end up making money, so I don't know why they even bother. I have a buyer lined up.
Who?
Danny.
Why would...
Hey, what did you pay for the damn thing?
$275.
At times you're a friggin' idiot.
I don't understand why I never get any love in this family. It's ridiculous.
You don't deserve any.
Good to see you, Corey. Good to see you, Rick. Always, what you guys call me down for?
I got something really cool. I want you to come and check it out. Just
All
fine.
right, all right.
Come on, John.
The guys usually call me to come down and check out either a car or a motorcycle or anything automotive or truck related. You don't see this every day, brother. Today they kind of flipped the script on me. Rick said, come on down, I got something for you to look at. I figured, okay, it's gonna be another car. No, piece of equipment this time. This is cool, man. It looks like something out of a laboratory. It talks to old cars. I like that. You can check your compression on each cylinder with this as well. It helps you tune your carburetor.
All right, $1 million question. You want to buy it?
Hey, I was easing him into that, all right?
Okay, so that's why you call me. Does it all work?
It's cheap enough, and it does work.
What's your definition of cheap enough?
$500. This thing literally had to cost like $6,000 or $7,000 when it was done.
Well, yeah, but, you know, so did a Yugo.
What will you give me for it?
How about $100?
I'll be honest with you, Danny. I paid $275 for it. Give me a profit.
You may have overpaid for this.
By about how much?
By about $175.
$280. I'm only making $5, and I buy drinks tonight.
How about this, man? How about $100 cash right now, and I'll buy the drinks tonight?
Just admit it. You paid way too much for this thing.
I'm never going to admit anything. I'll see you tonight.
Thank you, brother. I'll see you tonight. We'll have a good time.
Okay, sometimes you gamble and lose, but I doubt if I'll ever hear the end of this. I guess I just gotta wait a day or two till my son screws something up, and everyone will forget about it anyway.
Hello! Today we're going to talk about deck building in Cards, the Universe and Everything, which we call Q for short. A game so cunning you could paint a ginger, pop a chicken in its mouth and call it a fox. You see, Q includes a silly amount of almost erudite cards about everything throughout our universe. And it's free, so what are you waiting for? Oh, that's right. You're waiting for me to tell you about deck building. Here are 5 simple tips. Tip 1. Don't be fooled by big numbers. Just because a card has a high power doesn't mean it's a strong card. What matters is how much power you get for each unit of energy, known as power per energy or PPE. Think more Bruce Lee and less Dwayne Johnson. A card of 1 energy at 10 power, 10 PPE, is much better than a card with 10 energy and 50 power, 5 PPE.
Oh, we have a hit and miss?
Right on.
Okay.
It's a genuine hit and miss. Now, I think it was the salesman's sample as he went from farm to sell these things.
Okay, so we got the belt on here. Do you mind if I take this out? Because that's a little creepy. All right. That's just weird.
My kids have absolutely no appreciation for the wonders and mysteries of hit and miss engines. And so I'm going to sell his machines instead of them saying, what's this piece of junk? It's just a principle of the thing.
This was like the first gasoline motor that was commercially used. They started making these in the late 1890s. Farmers absolutely love these things because you can get a 2.5 horsepower motor that only weighed like 500 pounds. The same size steam engine weighed close to 1,000. And with those steam engines, they took so much fuel. And these things were massively efficient, and I'm surprised they don't use some of this technology today in cars.
I agree.
Because once this thing's at speed and then cruising along with these big flywheels, all the gas turns off, and it just coasts until you need more power. Really super simple design. You have a battery that goes to a coil, and it builds up a charge to like 20,000 volts. And when this spins around to the right spot, right there, it goes boom, and it goes pop.
You do know about these. Okay.
Yeah, and it was called a hit and miss because it wasn't like a regular gasoline engine that goes, this went pop, 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 pop.
It controls the RPMs that way.
Yeah, so, can we fire it up?
We can fire it up.
It only needs to fire to keep it idling right. Once it got to speed, it would lock in and keep the exhaust valve open. And since the exhaust valve was open, there was no vacuum to suck fuel in. And then it would just cruise along and coast. This is nerd heaven right here. I love this machine. It's not every day that you get to see simple machines like this, given how far technology has taken us. But there's not a whole lot of people that come into a pawn shop looking for a hit and miss engine. Well, I'm telling you, you got to run it great. But I really doubt if it's a salesman's sample. You can buy this exact same model online right now.
You're kidding. I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Okay, but do you know how much these completed models cost?
I have a faintest idea.
Around $3,500. That's a brand new one though, but it has seen some. It's been rode hard, and don't tell me it gives it character.
Took the words out of my mouth. Okay.
Okay. I would like to pay it $1,500 for it. It's far from a new model, and I need to resell it. Okay.
You do have overhead. I'm aware of that. And can we move your light up to 2,000?
I think we could meet in the middle at like $1,750.
That's not fair, huh?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $1,800. I think that's more than a fair price.
Okay.
All right.
If you think it's fair, then that'll be
okay. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, man. Let's go do some paperwork.
I feel that he was really happy to have it. and maybe I priced it too low, but I am glad to see that somebody appreciates the product. I think that's going to go home with it.
Okay, what in the world do we have here?
This is an Apple IIgs computer from 1988.
State of the art.
Absolutely. Decided to come to the pawn shop today to sell my Apple IIgs computer. I love this computer. It was my favorite thing as a kid.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. What do you have here?
I have a set of rare, unproduced Care Bear cousins from Kenner.
Hold on, I actually have one of the Care Bear's cousins here. Corey!
I'm here at the pawn shop today to sell my prototype Care Bear cousins. This collection means a lot to me because I have been part of a semi-secret society of Care Bear collectors for over 20 years.
What do you want, John?
Look, it's your cousins. The Care Bears.
Why aren't they bears?
Because the cousins are the animals. They're the friends of the Care Bears.
What can you tell me about it?
Well, these are straight from the Kenner morgue, which was a place that they put Kenner toys when Kenner shut down. And so these are kind of seen as holy grail. Everything in that catalog was holy grail.
I mean, they look like they're fairly clean. You know, you have like these plushes, you have kids sleeping and
Yes.
drooling on them and everything else.
Well, these never made it out
Yeah,
of Kenner. In fact, if you look, they're hand painted, the nose and the eyes both, because these original noses came from the factory with the 13-inch. This one in particular is the rarest of the whole collection.
Is that the little pig?
It's a little pig. His name's Treeheart. There's only 4 known to exist in the whole world.
So what are you looking to do with them?
I want to sell them.
Any idea how much you're looking to get?
Well, I can tell you right now that this little piggy went for $6,000 last year on auction. And these are the only ones known to exist. So I was thinking for the collection, I'd cut you a break at like $5,000.
Yeah, this is one of the few times where I have absolutely no idea what this computer is. Do you mind if I have a buddy come down and take a look at them?
Not at all.
Okay, Chumley Bear, you want to go give him a call?
Sure.
I'm perfectly fine with a toy expert coming in to evaluate my collection. I know there's special items and that they're going to go for quite a lot of money.
How you doing, Steve? Good. Care Bear cousins.
Yeah.
You knew you'd be the guy to call. I was hoping I'd get you to the Care Bear show. Show me how to do it. Did you show him how to do it?
Oh, love comes out of your belly.
I have a lot of love and a lot of belly, so I'm probably pretty good at it.
So when it comes to origins of toys like this, what's really unique is that these actually came from greeting cards. You had American Greetings had created a line of cards, Get Well Soon, you had Grumpy, and he had a little cloud with rain on his belly, and that was kind of like the first inception. From about 84 to 86 is when you really saw the cartoon line thriving, the movie comes out. So it took a few years to get going, but once it did, it was a pretty big piece. And there's like kind of like a cult following of Care Bear collectors out there. She seems like she knows a little something about that. Overall, they all look like they're in great condition. The eyes, the noses, all look to be hand painted. And as for the pig you got here, now the pig's really unique because there's only a handful of them known to exist. Last I was aware, there's 2 or 3 of them that were actually the painted versions. There was 1 or 2 that was available that was unpainted. Do you mind if I take a look at it? Just he would be a prototype. He was never produced. He was one that everybody wanted. He's got a little bit of age in his legs. I wouldn't say it's cracks. We call it toy leprosy. But still, for a prototype being what he is, he's in very, very good condition. So I assume you guys asked me to come here to give you a value?
I mean, I have no idea what this is worth.
I think overall you're going to have no problem for the plush getting $1,400 for him. The pig is...
Have you claimed your $6,495 from this education stimulus program? This could deposit $6,495 directly into your bank account to go back to school. Congress has just expanded eligibility on this government-funded grant program, and millions of Americans may now qualify for up to $6,495 in funding that never has to be paid back. If you're unemployed or make less than $80,000 per year, then you may qualify. These funds can be used for all expenses while enrolled in classes, including housing, groceries, and childcare. This program was put in place to help Americans earn their degree without the debt that comes along with student loans, and banks have been working to keep it a secret to protect their profits. Have you heard about this program? Don't worry, you're not alone. Most Americans have not yet claimed their funds and are urged to claim theirs before the funds run out. This program could end at any time, so it's important to act now before time is...
$1,400 for him. The pig is a little bit different. I believe that that's a much more rare toy. There's going to be a little bit different of a market for it. I think that you'll have no problem getting $3,000 for it. Hopefully that helps you out. Thanks, John. Corey, thank you. Good luck.
Chum, I'm going to go ahead and let you handle this. Have a good day.
All right.
I'm going to Care Bear stare right now and try to get you the price I want.
All right. He gave you a number, $4,400. I'm thinking $4,400.
That's going to be a little too high for me. About 22.
Whew. That's tough. I don't think a Care Bear would approve of that. 22. Okay, how about 3,500? And that's gonna be such a deal.
How about 30?
All right, you got a deal.
3,100. Meet me at the counter and we'll write it up.
All right. I'm thrilled that the guys and I were able to make a deal today. I didn't walk away with the $5,000 I was hoping to have, but $3,100, I can get a pretty good little junker car for my 16-year-old daughter.
How can I help you?
I have an antique Chinese fingernail guard.
Oh, you're gonna poke someone's eye out. Be careful.
That'd be nice.
Let me see here. Doesn't really fit me, but what better way to let them know how high class you are by
True stuff.
Not so tacky, long silver fingernail. Oh, this is pretty cool. You don't know like where it's from or anything?
It's from China, and I think that it's Manchurian era.
Yeah, it does go all the way back to there, and this is exactly what the women would have worn. We were, high class, and they wanted everyone to know.
Yeah.
This is silver, so yes, they wore these to show they didn't have to do manual labor, to show that they had servants, and I guess the longer your nail was, the more servants you had and the less manual labor you had to do. So I don't even think this lady had to get her own glass of water.
Probably not.
Fingernail guards were worn to protect the long fingernails of the elite during the Qing dynasty. This is a pretty amazing artifact from the time period, and I definitely want to make a deal. Plus, maybe I can get some use out of it and convince Rick I shouldn't have to work. I wouldn't want to break it now. What were you trying to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
How much are you looking to get for it?
I would like to get $250 for it.
Did you go $100 on it?
No, I don't think I could go $100 on that. It's beautiful. Look at all the workmanship on it.
Would you go $200 on it?
Would you go 240 on it?
You know what? I think I'll buy it from you. Just hopefully my boss will be proud of me.
Okay, good deal.
All right, let's go write it up.
Okay, great. I'm happy with the deal that I got for the antique fingernail guard. I started at $250, so I'm very happy with the $240 that we agreed on.
Yo, check this out.
What is that?
What do you mean, what is this? It's a finger guard.
Is it for picking your nose or something?
You know, rich ladies wear them so that they don't have to do any work around the house. So I was thinking about wearing it so I don't have to do any work around here.
Where's it from?
It's from China. It's for ancient empresses in China.
How can you tell that?
Because I know it. I've seen them before in a book.
Now I know you're lying.
Well, the internet, same thing.
How do you know it wasn't made yesterday?
When you've been around as long as me, you just know.
How much did you spend on it again?
$240.
So, since you didn't ask me before you bought it, I'm sure you called Phineas.
Why would I call Phineas?
Did he even ask you about it?
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Corey don't know anything about this.
Neither do you. That's why you should have called Phineas.
I know I made a good deal on it, that's for sure.
Stop waving it around. It's really creepy. Will you go call Phineas and tell him just to come by and take a look at it?
Guess I can.
Now then, it's broken. Yeah.
Is that Phineas?
Hey, how you doing, Chumley? What's up, man? Wow, that's quite a fingernail you got.
Check it out.
Wow, this is amazing.
Told you. Rick thinks I messed up.
Well, you know, I find this very interesting because it comes from a period in China's history.
Boom, China!
And this was worn by people in the court who absolutely did not want to lift a finger to do anything. So can you imagine, this is just one finger.
That's what I said to him. Sorry to cut you off,
They had one of these for every single finger. You could swear that this is silver. Silver was, you know, almost more precious than gold, which would make me feel this could be a very special one, probably very, very high-ranking court official, maybe Chushi herself.
Boom. Score
Really
for Chum.
amazing.
Don't leave me hanging.
It's pretty. I mean, I just don't know what it's worth.
Well, I'll tell you. Did you get a good price?
$240.
$240. Well, I'm gonna say probably bidding in the right kind of auction house. It could go to $750.
$750! That's $500 profit. Just admit that I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna leave you two with this piece and nerd out on it. I got it.
You did pretty darn good, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
I'm proud of you.
At least someone is around here.
You'll put that away.
I don't think he's going to be doing much work in that condition, Rick.
Thank you.
I don't know how you do it.
Everyone's got their burden.
Rick, check it out!
Stop! Is it loaded?
I don't know. It's a flamethrower, I think.
It is a flamethrower. It's an M9A1 flamethrower from Vietnam, and it's operational.
Oh my god.
The flamethrower is an M9A1 flamethrower from Vietnam. This is late 60s. It's been civilianized to make it safer so customers can go out in the desert and shoot it. The flamethrower is itself about $4,500.
Didn't the soldiers hate carrying this because it was like walking around with like a bomb on your back?
The early ones were, but the later models wasn't much of an issue.
You also have to remember, like places like Iwo Jima in the Pacific Campaign, Marines used flamethrowers to pretty good success because the Japanese were entrenched many times in caves. Many times you couldn't get them out of holes and things, and so the flamethrower operators would walk up, find the entrance, and shoot the flamethrower inside, and it would clear it.
What were these things built with?
Napalm. It was a mixture of diesel, gasoline, and a thickener.
Damn.
Flamethrowers are really fun. They're certainly dangerous, and they're not to mess around with. But World War II flamethrowers are sort of where you want to be as a collector, but they're expensive and they're hard to maintain. But a good Vietnam one, it's still worthwhile to a collector.
Does this thing work?
It does work.
Okay.
Now, there's legal issues here, and I'll address them. Most states in the U.S. allow these, especially heavy agriculture states like the Midwest, because farmers still use them to clear.
Does one not need to be on? It's diesel.
The whole crop. But typically they're filled with diesel fuel, something more stable than napalm, and they're considered farm equipment.
Okay. How much is something like this?
This is about $4,500.
I'd love for him to shoot it.
Hell yeah, I want to shoot that thing.
A flamethrower? Now that's pretty cool. I just hope that after Chum shoots the flamethrower, I'll still be alive to make the deal.
This will shoot a wall of fire 30 yards.
All right. Ready?
Oh my God!
Chum, that's enough! Chum, stop!
Pretty badass.
I was over too soon.
Is that it?
That was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Well done, Chum.
Let me tell you what.
Oh,
it was warm over here. Let's take this thing off because we're definitely gonna have to buy this bad boy. Alex, I love it. What do you think?
I mean, it works great.
It works great? No, it's badass.
It is badass, and it's why they don't make them anymore. You know, it was terrifying. It was fairly efficient. It was pretty useful in World War II. By the time Vietnam came along, you know, after that, the U.S. military stopped making them and decommissioned all the ones that were there. So it's a Model M9. It's Vietnam era. It is more or less original parts. The parts that need to be replaced because of function and safety have been the wand is reproduction, which is common for flamethrowers are actually being used because the Vietnam wands are very rare and hard to find. Ron, I know when you told us about the value, you said $4,500, and I'm going to do something I rarely do, is actually say I think you're wrong. I think the value is quite a bit higher, almost double. I've seen these sell in this condition and this functionality for, I would say, a minimum $8 grand and sometimes more. So I think you're being really generous.
All right, so you know what? You said $4,500. He said it's worth like $8 grand. Can we just sell it $5 grand?
You being a Vegas guy? For sure, we can do it.
All right, sweet, $5 grand.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it definitely is. It's not a flamethrower.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
No, I think it is a flamethrower. How long have you had it for?
Had it just about 2 months.
Okay.
But my girlfriend doesn't want this around, so I'm trying to get rid of it.
Boring. I can just imagine how cool this thing is. But how much are you looking to get for it?
I'm hoping to get $2,400.
Would you take $500 for it?
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay.
I'm thinking the lowest I can go is $1,800.
I could do it at the absolute most $1,400.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Bill.
Let's do it.
All right, $1,400. I'll meet you right over there. We'll write it up.
Great.
Rick's probably not going to be happy that I bought the Elon Musk. It's not a flamethrower, but I want to have a lot of fun with it. I don't care if I overpay.
Chum. Chum. Chum! What in the hell are you doing? And what is that?
Not a flamethrower. From Elon Musk.
It's not a flamethrower?
Nope.
But it shoots flames?
Yeah, it shoots flames.
That would make it a flamethrower.
No, it says right on the box.
First, where did it come from?
I bought it. It came in the shop.
How much did you pay for it?
$1,400.
What's it worth?
Who knows? Who cares? It's dope.
Did you have anyone look at it?
I mean, I looked at it. To a trained eye, it's not hard to know what this is, Rick.
Okay. I want you to call up Alex and find out what they go for.
Why?
Because I'm just assuming you overpaid for it, and I'll tell you what, if you did overpay for it, you're buying it off me.
Well, it's not going to be a hard sell for you, Rick. I bought this for me.
Put it down. Okay. Quit playing with it. It is not a toy.
I've got some stuff to do in the front.
Chum, put it down. You were to call Alex, and we are to take a look at this thing.
Guys, thanks for coming to my barbecue. I'm gonna roast you up some s'mores here in a little bit. But first up on the menu, some hot dogs.
They are really cool. This is Elon Musk's company, the Boring Company. This was his latest marketing ploy. This year, they did flamethrowers, or not a flamethrowers. They sold 20,000 of them, and they made $10 million in 4 days. And it's in a plastic body that's made to look like a gun or like a space gun. The truth of the matter is, these are just roofing torches.
All right, so what do you think it's worth?
I paid pretty cheap for it, I think.
What'd you pay?
$1,400.
I would say that these tend to go, if they've been used, for anywhere from without the box, from like $800 to like one like this is like $1,200. But we really got to just make sure that it's operational, because if it doesn't work, then it's not worth much at all.
So you're gonna give me my $1,400 back?
Well, if it works, I'll give you $1,200 for it.
You paid $1,400 for it.
No, you paid $1,400 for it. I'm offering $1,200 if it works.
I do want to see the thing work.
And you do want a hot dog.
You got s'mores too, right?
I do have s'mores, but you have to eat your lunch before you get dessert.
Let's see if it works, and I'll deal with that later.
So now it's ready to go.
What do? I just
pull the trigger, yep.
How do you like your hot dog, Rick?
Oh, that's good. It's actually working.
How do you like your hot dog, Alex?
I like it a little charred.
Who's gonna try the first bite?
What? No. You try the first bite.
It's fine.
Is it good?
Are you still gonna buy this thing off me?
I could do $1,000.
You paid $1,400 for it, chum.
No, you paid $1,400 for it.
I'm just gonna take $1,200 out of your paycheck. I'm going back to work. Pack this thing up and bring it back to work. I don't know why I put up with it. I really don't.
We didn't even get to the s'mores! Dude, no one buys anything.
I mean, it's your face.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I'm hoping you can help me with this. A bronze Madonna bust.
Go ahead, put it up here.
Kiddo. Okay. Oh, you're strong. Look at you now.
Well, that's not Madonna the pop singer.
Not at all. I have an exact cast of Michelangelo's Madonna bust, licensed by the Vatican. They sell for $80,000 if they're legit, and mine is totally legit. If I get what I want for this, I'm gonna let my wife renovate the kitchen however she wants.
This is pretty cool, man. This is supposed to be the Virgin Mary, right?
Correct. It comes from the Pietà made by Michelangelo. The original is in the Vatican.
It's really cool. It looks like it's in really good condition. Does it have any markings or anything like that on it?
It does. It's got the seal, the license from the Vatican.
154 out of 500.
That's it.
So the mold was relatively new when they casted this one. You know, sometimes the earlier the mold, the better the casting piece. So that's good. You got that going for you there. It's a beautiful piece. How much were you hoping to get?
80 grand. That's what it's valued at.
Holy cow. Yeah, I got no idea. I know the original is iconic, but this is just like a mold of that. I've got a few questions about it, so I'm definitely going to have someone come take a look at it.
Yeah.
Do you have a few minutes to hang out?
Got all day. Take your time.
I'll be right back.
All right, thanks. This is a real piece, and so I'm happy for anybody to come in and inspect it. They're just going to prove that it is what it is.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, John.
How you doing,
man? Looking slim, man.
Hey, you know, trying to get like Madonna.
So you have a Madonna del Piata.
What do you think about it?
It's absolutely fantastic. You don't see these a lot of times. There's not a ton of them that come on the market.
Michelangelo himself considered this work and, of course, the David his two greatest works. And it's an exact reproduction of Michelangelo's Madonna del Piave. This is the only piece that Michelangelo ever signed. They say the reason he did it is there were tourists even back in his day that went to the Vatican, and they identified it as a different work, and he heard them, and he carved his name right into it.
That's pretty cool.
This is absolutely legitimate. This is the original New Renaissance that was commissioned by the Vatican. It's fantastic. So, what do they want for it?
He's asking $80,000. Tell me what you think.
I think that's too high. Kaikoa. This artwork on the secondary market in a gallery, right around $35,000.
But they're selling for $80,000.
If you get it from New Renaissance, it's $80,000. However, there are some on the secondary market. The secondary market's bearing right around $35,000.
So it's worth $80,000, just not today.
Yeah, not today. But the workmanship is fantastic, and there's no doubt this is one of the pieces the New Renaissance issued initially.
Okay, well, appreciate you coming down.
Hey, thanks, John. Take it easy.
I'm looking at like 20 grand.
25?
23,000 is where I feel comfortable.
Okay, I got a deal for you. I'm like the barter king, so I trade for everything. I saw you had 100 pounds of silver, and that's about $24,000 if my math is correct. It'll get it out of your way, you'll get this out of my way.
Yeah, so long as the math checks out, I can do that deal.
Okay, let's check it.
Meet me up at the counter, I'll bust the calculator out and figure out where we're at.
Thank you very much.
Sounds good. I'm making this deal because I'm going to show Rick how to buy something with something in the shop and then turn around and make a profit bigger than the profit I could have made if I paid cash. Nice doing business with you.
Thank you very much. I love it. Out we go.
This guy came in, had a bronze Madonna bust for sale.
Did someone check this thing out?
Yeah, Chad checked it out.
Okay.
But you're missing the point of it, Kay. He wanted $24,000 for it, but he didn't want cash. He wanted to trade something for it. So me, having a brilliant thought process that I have, decided to trade silver.
Okay.
And since you've been gone, silver's went down so much that we made an extra $3,000.
How did you know silver was going to go down?
When you have a talent, you have a talent, Rick. Mine's making you money.
He got lucky.
Do I look lucky to you? No. That's skill. This is pure genius.
By the way, I did not approve this transaction in any way, shape, or form.
I'm going to go get his opinion on what's going to happen next week.
What? Chumley!
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What do you have here?
Some 1920s Paris Metro train car seats. Not from Paris down the street.
Pretty cool. Yeah, that's our Paris down the street.
Yeah. I'm coming to the pawn shop today to hopefully sell a 1920s Paris Metro train car seat that I have. I've had it for about 2 years now, and I love unique antiques, but we're remodeling, and at this point we could probably use a little extra money, so we thought, well, maybe somebody else would enjoy them.
Well, where did you get this?
I picked it up at a little antique shop, and I originally thought they were San Francisco trolley car seats, but then just looking at the back enamel panel, I found out they were actually from Paris, from the 20s.
Yeah, these do look like they're from the 1920s, but the Paris Metro had been around for a long time at that point. The underground transportations had kind of surfaced around 1845 when they first started talking about building them, and then in July 1900, the first line was created. It was known as Line 1, and it still runs today.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This looks like it would have been from the second class because there was first class and second class up until 1991.
Okay.
And the first class were nice, padded, comfortable seats, and these don't look padded to me.
More comfortable.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I mean, they're not bad, but if you had a long ride, that's kind of like, makes you sit.
Good posture.
Yeah, it makes you sit very proper.
Right.
Let's take a look at the back over here. Yeah, it has the number 2 on it, which lets you know that this was not the first class, it was second class. This is kind of the coolest part about it, I think.
I agree.
Definitely got some wear and tear, but it's in pretty good condition overall for as old as it is. So, how much are you looking for?
I'd like to get $2,499 for it if I could.
How about 700?
That was a little lower than I had hoped for. Any way you can go a little bit higher on that?
I could probably do 1,000, but it's a specialized cell and this could take a long time to get rid of.
Could you do 1,300 by any chance?
How about 12?
If you could just do the 100 more, that would be great, if there's any room.
You know what? I don't see any point on passing on it over $100. That sounds like a deal.
Great.
1,300?
Yes.
Let's write it up.
All right. I was really happy to make the sale today. I didn't get asking price that I wanted for the train seats, but I really feel that $1,300 was a really fair price, and excited to have that and put it toward the home improvements and a trip to see the grandkids.
Can we help you?
Yes. So it's a lot of corkscrews. Do you collect corkscrews?
That I do. I have 2,300 corkscrews.
A little screwy if you ask me. Where would you keep 2,300 corkscrews?
I have a house full of corkscrews.
So your wife wants you to get rid of some?
Yes, she's had enough of my collection.
I recently opened up a bar next door, and I can always use corkscrews over there.
Okay.
So how much would you want for these three right there?
It would be about $950.
Okay. I'll give you $600.
Now we gotta be looking at $750-ish.
The only reason I'm going this high is because I really want to display these in my bar. So this is a business transaction where I'm not really making business, I'm decorating. So you have to cut me a little slack here.
Okay. We could be looking at $675.
$650.
We got $650.
All right. You want to go write them up?
Yeah, come on. Let's go write up some paperwork and get you paid.
Okay.
Maybe I can come check out this collection you're talking about.
Be worth your while. If the guys like these, they're gonna love my entire collection. It goes back 4 centuries.
A little while ago, we had a customer come into the shop with a collection of corkscrews that Rick really liked. Rick mentioned that he would like to display some of these in his bar, and this guy has thousands of corkscrews. So I'm bringing Corey down to his house to take a look at some of them, and maybe we can find a few more for Rick. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Tommy. Good seeing you again.
Yeah, my pleasure. Here's my associate, Big Hoss.
Pleasure meeting you.
So my dad was really into this or something?
You know your dad. He likes weird things. I mean, look at this one here. Like, this is a duck.
Nate.
It's a rabbit.
Right.
No, it's a duck.
That's about right.
It's a ducking rabbit. You ready to make a deal?
I could be talked into it.
Can we break a few out maybe and just buy a few of them?
That's fine.
We got the big mistake eraser.
I'd say about $15.
Okay. We got this cork.
I'd say another $20.
Okay. Bear jaw?
Bear jaw, $45.
And this.
And $85.
I like this. What's up with that one right there?
Oh man, that's a $135 piece easy.
$200 flat.
2 1/4.
200 and we got a deal.
All right, old buddy, old pal.
I appreciate it.
Something to give my dad all his parties for gifts.
Put a cork in it.
He said something about wanting to do something for Rick. What do you want to do?
You know me, the generous guy I am.
Yeah, you are.
Rick liked the corkscrews, and he kept talking about his bar the whole time. My bar this, my bar that. And there's nothing Rick loves more than talking. So I figure this will give him plenty more stuff to talk about if he has this hanging up on the wall somewhere.
So, when you were telling me about the corkscrew thing, it's sort of funny because when you're in a bar, you don't want to know what time it is, right?
No.
But I was thinking about maybe a clock.
I mean, the cooler the better, Rick. I trust your judgment. A clock, it does sound pretty cool to me.
And everybody's going to ask about it, right?
Yeah.
Well, then he can talk about his different corkscrews that he's got.
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Well, here's what I'm doing. We'll take them home, and I'll get it, set up.
I'll figure something out, and I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good. You got my number. And please, don't call Rick, because this is a surprise. Okay? And don't call Corey either, because no one blows a surprise faster than him. He can't keep his mouth shut.
All right, sir.
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, I'm really excited to show it to him. I mean, you're going to love it. It looks awesome.
I'm back. Hey, what's up, old timer?
Boss.
Chum got you a present.
Oh, you did?
Yep. So? Well, you brought a couple corkscrews, and then Corey and I went to that guy's house, and he had like 1 million corkscrews. We picked out a few more, and I wanted to make you something special for the bar. And, well, I mean, I'll let Rick Dell tell you the rest.
Yeah, so what he did is he showed me these corkscrews, and we want to display them for you. It'd be sort of a conversation piece.
All right, well, let's take a look at it. 1, 2, 3.
Ta-da!
Wine o'clock.
Right, wine o'clock, right?
That is really, really cool.
This is an old 40s clock off of, one of the old drugstores. I eliminated the hands, and then I just put each one of these corkscrews around like it would be the time.
Does it plug in?
Yeah, it plugs in, lights up. It's awesome.
Let's put it on the wall. Let's hang it up.
All right. Okay, so
All right, put it right there on that screw, boys. All right, now step back before I plug it in. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
you see them pretty good now, right?
That is absolutely great. I love that.
That, Rick, is my gift to you.
Well, thanks, Jeff. I really, really appreciate it.
I mean, I picked out a couple of corkscrews. No. Corey was there. I gotta give Rick some credit for this too.
I absolutely love it. Thanks a lot. I really been. I'm impressed.
We can talk about that raise now, right?
We'll talk about it later.
What do you got? This is my 1965 James Bond Aston Martin DB5. I love James Bond. This has got to be the coolest James Bond toy of all time. This car does everything but get you the girl. Get me the girl. I'm a big James Bond fan. Grew up watching James Bond as a kid. Someone called me up and needed to barter for roughly about $200 worth of it. I figured it was time to get rid of it since my 2-year-old is now getting to the point where he's destroying toys. This thing is sweet, man. 007's like the ultimate spy movie of all time. I'm a Pierce Brosnan Bond, but I'm a little younger than you, so you're probably like a Sean Connery Bond. Sure. Yeah, he's the man, dude. A little older. Yeah, but he was still Bond, Absolutely all of it. Yeah. See, we got the hood for the ejection seat. It's got the laser beams, little machine guns. Aston Martin is an iconic car. They've got classic cars, they got new cars. Oh, I guess I just ejected Bond. Well, we know that the ejection seat. You haven't tried that before? I hadn't. I figured, I didn't want to break it, but we'll let you do that. Hey, it still works, so that's good. This car is pretty sweet, and there's James Bond fans in every generation. This car will be pretty easy to sell. So what do you want to do with it? Well, I'd like to sell it. I've done a little bit of research, and these cars are anywhere from $200 to $2,000, and I know when you look at old vintage toys like this, that the box is really an important part of it, and this is a pretty nice box, so I'd like to get a fair price for it. That's a lot of money. I mean, if you have a few minutes, I can call a friend of mine up, and he has a toy shop a few blocks from here. I mean, he can probably get over here pretty quick. I'd love to know more about it. I don't know much. I'm tempted to make this guy an offer right now, but I know I gotta do what's best and get another set of eyes on this thing.
This is amazing. I mean, everybody knows, this is the most iconic car in movie history. Goldfinger was the first big Bond blockbuster of the time. This toy is an exact replica of the original. In the 1960s, when the Goldfinger movie hit, it was a huge blockbuster, and every guy in the world wanted to be James Bond.
So is this a pretty advanced toy for 1965?
Definitely. This is when they started to get into the battery-operated toys, and then a lot more functionality. So your compartment looks really clean. That's what we want to see here. There's no corrosion. Sometimes people will put the batteries in there or leave it in there, and then acid will get everywhere. Let's give it a shot. It's not working. There you go.
That thing's pretty fast.
That's amazing. You got the extruding bumpers there. You got the tire shredding. That's exactly what we want to see.
Looks like everything works.
Never gets old seeing these old toys. Back in the 60s, this was huge. I mean, we would have been the king of the block with this toy.
Well, he claims it ranges from 200 to 2,000.
Okay.
And that's a pretty big jump. So, what do you think?
The box is sometimes more than half the value, sometimes all the value, depending on what the piece is. I've never seen one in this condition. It's awesome that you preserved this. I mean, this is a piece of history. I would have put a value on this no less than $2,400.
All right.
Yeah,
Really?
This is a great piece.
All right. Well, thank you.
Honestly, I was very surprised. You know, when you look online, you see high estimates. When he came back at 2,400, I was absolutely shocked.
You heard Johnny.
I did.
Give you $500.
Not gonna cut it today. It's James Bond.
No, it's a toy of James Bond.
I understand it's a toy of James Bond, but it's James Bond. I'm thinking more like 2,000.
Well, you can keep on thinking, man. If I bought this for 2,000, I'm gonna be looking for another job by tomorrow. You gotta give me a better price than $2,000.
Well, I mean, I'm a business owner as well, so I know that you need to make some profit on this. I'm thinking 1,800.
1,800, man. I think 1,200 is pretty fair. I mean, I feel like I have a buyer lined up when you walk out of here.
I'm at 18, you're at 12. Let's split the difference and go at 15.
All right, 1,350.
1,500.
1,350.
15.
14.
1450.
1,450.
Done.
Sold. All right, I'll meet you right over here at the counter.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you. Rick's pretty smart about a lot of things, but the best thing he ever taught me is the old handshake deal. How you doing?
All right.
What can I help you with?
Got some super colon glow.
From Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Colon glow. It's high in fiber, low in fat. Seems pretty healthy. I guess it'll make you poop.
I have an SNL prop, super colon glow from the late 80s with Phil Hartman. I'm hoping to walk away with $8,000 today. I've got 2 kids, and I was hoping to take the money and maybe apply it towards their college education down the road.
This is the greatest show ever. Saturday Night Live just had this funny way of taking like everyday items and putting their little twist on it. You seen the skit, right?
Oh, I love Hartman.
It's pretty funny. They're like, hey, how much fiber does your cereal have? Guess. He's like, 1.
Guess again.
Guess again. Gets up to 9. Guess again.
Right.
And it's like 30,000 or something crazy.
Whoa.
And he's stacked up on a pyramid of cereal bowls, and then they're like, now introducing super colon glow, and it's like 1,000,000 times the fiber. So this really was the prop, huh?
That's it.
Where did you get it?
A buddy of a buddy works on the show, and he was able to get it to me, and I've had it for quite a long time now. And this is a certificate of authenticity.
It's a prop from Saturday Night Live from November 11th, 1989. It was created using a color printer. It's in pretty good condition, minus this little spot up here. What are you looking to do with it?
Sell it.
How much are you looking for?
8,000.
I really want to buy this, but I just don't have people coming in here looking for boxes of colon glow. Would you take $3,000 for it?
No, I can't do $3,000. Can you do 7?
Honestly, that's way too high for me. I could bump it up a little bit, maybe like 33.
Can you do 5?
35 is really going to be the best I can do. And I'm just offering you that because my boss loves Saturday Night Live, and I think he's going to give me a raise if I buy this.
All right, deal.
All right, I'll meet you at the counter and we'll write it up.
All right.
Rick loves Saturday Night Live. Since he's old, I know he needs help with his digestive situation. So I consider this a smart purchase that kills 2 birds with 1 stone.
So you're moving again?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at houses in my neighborhood? I like you on the other side of town.
You can move to my neighborhood, Rick. I got some stuff at my house that I need to fix. Check it out.
colon blow when you really gotta go.
Actually, colon blow from SNL?
Yep, super colon blow.
So that's a real prop from the show.
Real prop for it. I got provenance paperwork.
That was one of the funniest commercials they ever did. They didn't go over the top. They just acted like it was...
They went way over the top.
They didn't go over the line.
Your line must be pretty far out there.
It was the equivalent of 4,000 bowls of bran flakes.
You could probably use some, Pops.
It's not real.
But we don't know that.
There's got to be something in the box.
I don't need anything for my digestive health.
It's funny because you're full of shit.
He's got a point there.
This is TV history right here. It's super cool.
Alright, I'll leave it here for a little while, just for you.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. I have what should be in every home in America.
A toaster oven.
Better than that, a lie detector.
Okay, I don't know if that should be in every home. That could get a lot of people in trouble.
I picked the item up at a garage sale because it seemed unique, and it actually works. It turns on. It registers body temperature, and it ranges from an angel to a devil based on whether or not you're telling the truth. To be honest, if I said how often I lied, that would be a lie.
It is pretty cool. This is the Marlin Electric Company. I think it was made in 1950.
Yes.
It was basically just a toy to replicate a real lie detector because in 1950, police were starting to use these and kids wanted to be able to play with these. And this one is particularly cool because it starts off with an angel at 0, and then it gets 9 and 10 where she is no longer an angel and it's now a devil. So does this thing work?
Actually, it does. These electrodes will monitor heat sensors.
So, let's see. Am I getting old? No. Oh, it says I'm lying.
That's it.
So, what do you want to do with it?
I was looking to sell it.
All right, how much are we looking to get for it?
Well, I was hoping to get about $500.
I haven't seen them go anywhere near that.
Wow. What were your thoughts?
Honestly, I've seen these things sell for like $50. So, you know, I'll give you the $50. If you can come down, we can make a deal, but otherwise, you have to pack it up and sell it another day.
Well, I cannot tell a lie. I'll take it.
All right. Sounds like a deal. Go ahead and leave it here and meet me up here at the front counter.
All right.
We'll write it up.
Great. I wasn't completely surprised when he said that the price was $50. It really is based on whether you're interested in it or not.
You see that toy lie detector I bought?
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
It's pretty cool, huh? Catch your ass lying.
Well, first off, they don't work. Even the modern ones don't work, and I don't lie.
They would have caught you lying right there.
What do you mean you don't lie?
I don't lie. I mean, generally, I'm a pretty honest guy, I think.
For example, if your wife asks you if her butt looks bad in a pair of jeans, what do you tell her?
Well, she looks great.
What if it looks bad?
I'm just being polite, not lying.
You're lying.
This conversation's over.
Hey, Rick. Does Corey look fat in those jeans?
Yeah.
See? You're a liar.
Estoy a punto de ser papá, así que trabajar de noche no es ideal. Quiero poder estar presente y no perderme de nada.